The last PDC I did last year on the second semester was a distance modality PDC, starting with the data reference with my name, the specialty, the name of the school, field of knowledge, year of schooling, the date of concretion, number of sessions, and working with the PSP, in this case not with the PNCE. After that, the material, like learning cards, slides, video tutorials, PDFs, graphic organizers. Then the holistic goal. After that, the capabilities and abilities to develop in this PDC with the subject, in this case preposition of places or locations. The contents add in and on, some prepositions to give directions for vocabulary, places and objects. The methodological guidelines with activities for learning this subject in practice, also with the theory, the assessment and production. After that, the evaluation criteria divided into be, to know, to do, to decide. For the product, we have to identify the location of some objects in an oral and written way. And at the end, we have the bibliography. That's all.
Good morning, teacher. My name is Eddy Surco, and I want to explain about my lesson plan that I worked last year. And I decided to work with students of first grade at school. Well, my topic is verb to be. This topic is very basic in order to know this language, English. So they have to let me say that I started with the practice, or maybe we can call this experience, right? I decided to ask some questions to them so they can say some structures in Spanish to compare this language, because there are some common structures in English between Spanish. So this is the first one. Then we're going to go on with the theory. The theory we're going to explain. Well, as a teacher, I'm going to explain the whole topic of the structure, the negative form, the positive form, and also the question form, right? So then we are going to go with a reflection, or maybe we can work on this, on some values like respect or friendship. So they have to use this knowledge of the verb to be, or this structure, and they can do some sentences in order to describe their partners. So, for example, they can say that my partner is polite, or she is beautiful, and some qualities, right? And finally, with the production, I'm going to ask my students, or I asked my students to do some kind of lists of sentences with this form, the verb to be, so they can describe the premise of the context, right? So this is my lesson plan that I worked last year. This was virtual. I used the Google platform in order to work with some homeworks, or maybe some tasks, and that's all. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Daniela, and I am going to work with the 5th year of secondary. And this is my PDC that was actually made to be virtual, and we can work these activities, these virtual activities, with students through some different platforms such as Google Meet or maybe Zoom. So the main objective of my plan is to learn comparative adjectives, so we can compare objects, situations, or people by making sentences, and making sentences that are practical for students in the class. So the first thing we do when we start the class is to remember a little bit of what we have learned years before. Maybe we can learn some new vocabulary, especially in adjectives, so we can use them when the students are learning. And then in the theory part, we're going to learn again some comparative adjectives, maybe new, and we're going to learn the suffix er, more than, less, and as, right? That they are going to be represented by sentences that are according to our normal lives. We're going to make sentences through the values of respect, and also highlighting the different qualities that maybe our classmates have, or people in our community or in our family have. And as a product, as a final product, we're going to make a comparative chart where we can express different qualities of different people. And that would be everything. Thank you.